Let's make history. This story takes place on the east side of Brooklyn in a neighborhood called Canarsie, and it is truly a miracle. This happened on the intersection of 101st Street and Flatlands Avenue. Familiar with the area? I used to rent a storage unit not far from there. That's over there by Brookline Projects, the last two stops on the L train. Usually, when somebody points a gun at your face and squeezes the trigger, that's certain death. In this case, it wasn't. And I'm grateful for this because this guy had 5 kids. 5 kids, full-fledged family and a wife. And when someone is murdered, one of the things that hurts the most about it, even as a stranger, is the kids. If that father's killed, if that mother loses their life, how do the kids feel? They don't fully understand it. They don't fully grasp it. And they have to deal with the absence of someone who was there for them every day. And usually they're not going to get that same level of care that they did from a parent. This shows also, again, how I stated, check out my video, Why New York Deteriorated in the 1970s. And it just shows how the decisions that politicians make and the actions that they take directly affect us. And this story is a great example of that. Not paying attention to politics is not an option. Check out this story.
Reason why we're here is at around 1:20 a.m., the BB car service in East New York received a call to dispatch a driver to a location where Prince was going to pick up a passenger. At that time, Prince pulled over, called the passenger. Passenger told him to wait 5 minutes, came downstairs, got in the car, had him go a few blocks, and then told him to go back to where he picked them up because he forgot something. That's usually the story, is they forget something and they want the car to circle back. It's happened numerous times. Prince told him he couldn't circle back because he had to go 3-4 blocks before he could circle back. That he would prefer for him to get out there, walk back, and he would wait for him. Unfortunately, the guy got upset, got out the car, pulled out a gun, and told him that he was going to rob him and kill him because he's not giving him any other choice. At that moment, Prince saw his life being taken away, stepped on the gas. As he stepped on the gas, the guy pulled the trigger, missed him, and shot him on his right cheek. Fortunately enough, if he hadn't taken off, he would have blown his brains out. As you can see how close the bullet came to. What we don't understand here is this guy has a phone that Prince called, communicated with the guy, has the guy's name, and he still commits this crime. What we're saying here is the following, and the message that we are delivering is this following. The New York State Federation of Taxi Drivers is offering a $5,000 reward to anyone that could give us information on who shot Prince. Prince is here by the grace of God, by a miracle. He's 54 years old, is married, his wife lives in Nigeria, he's got 5 children that he supports, and that's the life story of so many immigrants that come to New York and drive a cab. We are asking the district attorney, Eric Gonzalez, to make sure that he prosecutes this case to the fullest extent of the law. We are asking the judge not to grant bail in this case because we are certain that this guy, when caught, you will see has a huge rap sheet, and because he's protected by our bail reform laws, he goes right back out into the streets. Judges must have the power, district attorneys must have the power, and the NYPD must have enough time to present their evidence before the charges are dropped. And guess what? There's one person that can, by the signing of an executive order, could change all of that. And that is our governor. She could make our city safer. She could make our drivers safer. She could make every one of us safer by removing the bail reform laws for those that it should not apply to. Of course, it's going to apply to someone that's caught peeing in the street or jumping a turnstile, but not someone who shoots a man and tries to kill him. We tell our drivers always never to stop and argue or dispute with the passengers, because you never know what their intentions are. For a few $100s, this man was going to lose his life. Probably for a few dollars, he was going to lose his life.
Oh, and shout out to Mateo. I guess he's not running for mayor this go round, but if he was, he would have my vote.